My sister-in-law faked a pregnancy, and I exposed it at the baby shower as an OB. I went to my brother David's baby shower with my wife, Sarah. The room was full of blue balloons and a table of cupcakes. People took pictures and passed gifts to Jessica. David kept a hand on her shoulder. 7 months, he said. We're almost there. I'm an obstetrician. I've delivered thousands of babies. I don't bring work to parties, but my eyes still notice things. At 7 months, most moms move slower and guard their backs. Jessica stood in heels and never shifted. The small things piled up until my chest felt tight. She floated from guest to guest like a host. She asked moms about sleep and cravings and had quick answers ready. Ginger tea helps. A pillow between the knees. It sounded practiced. She talked about her OB, a Dr. Rodriguez I'd never heard of, and said everything was perfect. I nodded and said nothing. David told me he'd built the crib and ordered a fancy stroller. On the fridge, he'd taped ultrasound prints. The dates jumped months, but the fetus never changed angle. The labels were cropped. I felt a drop in my stomach and put the pictures back without a word. At 4 o'clock, Jessica gasped and pressed a hand to her belly. He's moving like crazy. You have to feel him, she said, and people clapped. A line formed. Palms touched the dress. I stayed back. I don't like crossing medical lines at parties. Then she turned. Michael, you're the expert. Come feel your nephew. Sarah gave me a small nudge. I set my hand on the right side of the bump. I have felt rolls, kicks, and hiccups with weight and depth. Real movement pushes from inside. What I felt skimmed under the skin. It was light and even, a loop that never changed. There was no firm point pressing back. I kept my face calm. Very active, I said. Then to Sarah, help me grab something from the car? We walked to the kitchen. I shut the door. Call 911, I said. She blinked. Why? Didn't you feel the baby? That's not a baby, I said. It's a prosthetic with a device. We need professionals, and we need to keep it quiet. Sarah went pale but pulled out her phone. In the living room, someone yelled, something's wrong! We ran back. Jessica had folded onto the sofa and clutched her belly. He stopped moving, she cried. Guests looked at me. David's eyes were huge. Do we call 911? Already did, Sarah said. I kept my voice steady. Jessica, lie back so we can take a look. No, she snapped. I have to sit up. It's his position. She swatted my hand away. I watched her breathing. It was fast and sharp on purpose. Who's your OB? I asked. Dr. Rodriguez, she said, not meeting my eyes. How long? Months, she said. David added. She goes alone. Says it's her peaceful time with the baby. I asked him, have you seen the scans? They're on the fridge, he said. I walked to the kitchen, lifted the prints, and looked closer. The same fetus image appeared again and again with different dates in marker. I brought them back and kept my voice low. These aren't real, I said. David stared at the pictures, then at Jessica, then at me. His mouth opened and closed without sound. Sirens grew outside. Paramedics came in with calm faces and soft voices. I met them at the door. I'm a physician, I said. Obstetrics. This may be a psychological emergency. Please be discreet. They nodded. They asked to check her vitals. Don't touch me, she said. I need my doctor. We can call your doctor, I said. What's her number? She stared past me. I knelt so we were eye to eye. Jessica, you are safe here, I said. If there's something on your belly, we can take it off. No one will shout. No one will judge, but we need to see. The room went quiet. Someone turned off the music. For a beat, she held the lie. Then her hands shook. She reached under the dress and peeled a silicone shell off her stomach. A small motor sat inside the hollow. It buzzed once and stopped. People gasped in one breath. David stepped back. Why? He asked. Why would you do this? Jessica kept her eyes on the floor. I wanted to make you happy, she said. I thought if I started it, the rest would follow. The EMTs moved in with gentle hands and a blanket to cover the shell. We're going to take you in to be seen, one said. We'll keep it calm and private. I don't need help, she said, but her eyes slid past every face. I switched the motor off and set the blanket over the table. David, I said softly. He didn't answer. I kept my tone even. Jessica, you'll ride with them. I'll follow the ambulance. David can meet us when he's ready. She gave one small nod. The EMTs lifted her carefully. Guests stepped back and made an aisle. The door opened. Cool air moved the blue ribbons. They guided her outside. Nobody spoke. Now my family is blaming me for calling 911 and ruining the shower. Was I wrong?